This was a really nice 2003 Torch Red Mach 1. Very nice car. I had a '04 Torch Red Mach 1 just like it. But it was a good looking car. I didn't care for the wheels much. It only had 56,000 miles, very low, but unfortunately this car was smashed when somebody ran into it. You can see it was in pretty bad shape and the damage was pretty extensive. There were pictures about the car, and something I wanted to point out about this was on the VIN number there is an R as in Romeo. And something I wanted to mention real quick was that only Mach 1s had that R in them for the 94 to '04 Mustangs specifically. And that was something that Ford did that was kind of cool. It's a throwback. The older Mach 1s had that, some of them did. I've been told that it also means big block. I was told before it meant shaker hood, and that most Mach 1s that had the shaker hood had that, but anyway, I've been told otherwise as well. But they said in the book about the Mach 1 that they wanted to make these Mach 1 specific and not like the Bullets that had the sticker on the strut tower. They wanted to do something different that wouldn't peel off or fade away, and that's put a number in the VIN. So I think that's pretty cool. So if you ever look at a Mach 1 for sale or looking to see if one is real, look for the R in the VIN number. So as I was looking through these pictures and I saw that barcode with the VIN number, I thought it's unfortunate that here is a Mach 1, a true Mach 1 with the R in the VIN number that is totaled. And I believe they were going to part this car out, and the front was pretty bad. A body shop might tell you that it could be saved, so I don't know whether it would be worth it to fix this one or not. I always like to save these cars, but you can see the rest of the car looked pretty good. The engine looked relatively stock, except for a K&N cold air intake system. As you look at the engine bay, you'll notice it has the black valve covers, so that also shows this is a 2003. In 2004, they just went to the raw aluminum for the Mach 1s. Shaker hood's a little bit faded, so usually that means the car's seen a little bit of sun. It looks like the car has the Maximum Motorsports caster camber plates for lowering springs on there, so it did have some upgrades. The interior looked really nice, especially the back seats. They usually do, but you can see the front looked really nice too. As we look at this picture, you can see the silver trim around the radio and the larger headrests. This is an interior upgrade package car. So if we look at the breakdown on these cars for production numbers and builds, there were 2,188 of them like this that had the interior upgrade package, and there were 1,985 that were 5 speeds. So this is one of 1,985 in the rarest form, which is still a decent amount of cars, but we don't know how many are really left. And it's sad to see a nice one like this, especially with low miles, get smashed up like this and probably parted out. My friends and I like to talk about what we call life's not fair, and we think about how there are cars out there like this beater car with tiny steel wheels, sometimes rusted out, just beat to crap, and a car like this that's been on the road for so long. And you think, how come that car is still on the road driving around safe, and that really nice Mach 1 was unfortunately a victim of a crash and destroyed when it was such a beautiful car, and there was so much potential. And this is a car that you would love to see at a car show. It was a car that everyone would be proud to have in their garage, something people would just love to enjoy. It sounded good, it had high performance, such a really awesome car. And so we talk about this as a life's not fair kind of a situation, because here you have such a nice car that's even newer and hasn't even had many miles put on it, and it got totaled and taken off the road. And then you have other beater cars you see driving around all the time, and you wonder, how did those cars escape getting hit and totaled? But anyway, you can see this one was pretty bad. I actually saw a GT350 that was repaired that looked like this when it was crashed, and my friend went to go test drive it, and he opened the hood and the strut tower was cracked. So they repaired it, but they didn't do such a good job. So I know some things like this can be dangerous if they're not repaired right. Maybe somebody did repair this. So if you know about this car, if you bought this car and fixed it, put that in the comments. It'd be nice to hear if the car was saved, but I'm pretty sure this car was parted out. As we look at this car, you can see in the pictures the hood is closed, but look how far down the shaker is. the shaker has totally sunken down and disappeared underneath the hood because of how bad the damage was. You can see on this side how the hood is practically bowed up in the middle, and all the impact to the A-pillar area, the fender, all that is pretty dangerously unsafe to fix. So I just wanted to make a video of this car, save a little bit of its memory, document this car and its accident, and you know, later on we're going to see these cars become very rare, and it'll be nice to look back and see some of the pictures of the ones that were totaled and gone forever. A lot of people would like to see pictures of the older Shelbys, the older Mach 1s, older Boss cars that were destroyed and gone forever, but those pictures were not taken. People were less likely to take pictures of them back then, and there weren't sale ads like this, and so it's kind of neat to have these pictures and look back on this, but here's a car that's probably gone forever. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more Mustang content.